Hello friends, welcome to my free grammar lessons. First of all, I would like to convey my thanks for watching this video. So let's begin the today's lesson, types of sentences, which is very important for SSLC examination. So please watch this video till the end. Before going to know the types of sentences, we should know what is sentence. A sentence is a group of words which gives complete meaning. It is the basic unit of the grammar. For example, a kind welcome is better than a good dinner. And another example is, he decides to stop the truck near the small bridge. Here, remember friends, when you write a sentence, start with a capital letter. A sentence must start with a capital letter. And arrange the words in the right order to give complete meaning. And give a full stop or a question mark or exclamatory mark at the end of the sentence. A sentence has two main parts. One is subject and another is predicate. Every complete sentence has a subject and a predicate. The subject is the noun or pronoun that is doing an action, and the predicate is the verb and its complement that contains the action of the subject. The predicate can be divided into two parts. Verb and complement are two essential parts of the predicate. Now look at this structure and example. Nisha visited the Jew yesterday. Here, Nisha is the subject and visited the Jew yesterday is the predicate. And visited is the verb. The Jew yesterday is complement. Now let us begin the main topic of this video. Types of sentences. There are four main kinds of sentences in English language, and we classify the sentences according to their use in the language. The first type of sentence is assertive sentence or declarative sentence. The second type of sentence is interrogative sentence. The third type of sentence is imperative sentence. And the fourth type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. Now look at the explanation of each type of sentence. The first type of sentence is assertive sentence. Statements or assertions are called the assertive sentences and followed by a full stop. These are also called the declarative sentences. For example, I learnt English at school. Honesty is the best policy. My mother prepared us a delicious meal. Edward keeps his room neat. The boy is standing outside. These are the examples for assertive sentence. The second type of sentence is interrogative sentence. Usually, questions are called the interrogative sentences and followed by an interrogative mark or question mark. For example, why are you looking so dull? Are you aware of all these facts? Do you know where the post office is? What does freedom mean to Gandhi? Would you like to go home? These are the examples for interrogative sentence. And the third type of sentence is imperative sentence. Commands and entreaties are called the imperative sentences and followed by either a full stop or an exclamatory mark depending on the sense of the sentence. For example, stand up on your bench. Please give me a cup of coffee. Just look at your back. Let us know how to make it. Help the poor people. Attend a special class on Sunday. These are the examples for imperative sentence. And the fourth type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. Sudden, strong feelings, emotions are called the exclamatory sentences and followed by an exclamatory mark. For example, what a fantastic idea. Alas, I have lost my purse. Oh, for this I get 2000. Just look at him now. What a surprise! You are here. Dear friends, Basically, sentences are classified into four as we discussed now. But we can categorize sentences based on different criteria, and one way to categorize them is based on their structure. You have studied in the previous years that sentences are of three types, namely simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. Now let's take a look at each one in detail. A simple sentence has one finite verb and only one independent clause. You know a clause contains a subject and predicate. For example, he should read to pass his examination. Here, read is the finite verb and to pass his examination is the independent clause. Another example is, having finished his duty, he put away his uniform. Here, put away is the finite verb and having finished his duty is the independent clause. A compound sentence can have more than one finite verb and more than one independent clause. These clauses are connected by coordinating conjunctions like and, but, for, or, so, nor, or else, either, or, neither, nor, like that. Let's see an example. He should read or he cannot pass his examination. Here, read and pass are the two finite verbs. Another example is, he finished his duty and put away his uniform. Here, finished and put away are the two finite verbs. A complex sentence can have more than one finite verb but only one independent clause and has one or more subordinating clauses that depends on the independent clause for its meaning. The subordinating clauses are connected by subordinating conjunctions like if, that, though, although, because, after, before, while, when, who, where, what, as, unless, till, then, as long as, since, in order that, as if, etc. See an example. Columbus was furious when he heard the song. Here, was and heard are two finite verbs. Columbus was furious is the main clause and when he heard the song is the subordinating clause because it depends on the main clause for its meaning and it is connected by the conjunction when. Another example for complex sentence is, as the war ended, the soldiers returned to their camp. Here, ended and returned are two finite verbs. The soldiers returned to their camp is the main clause and as the war ended is the subordinating clause and it depends on the main clause for its meaning. Friends, it is very essential to learn the transformation of simple sentences into compound or complex sentences or vice versa for your examination. Now let's see some examples. First example is, the police arrested the thief for robbery. This is the simple sentence and it is converted into compound sentence. The thief was robber and so the police arrested him. Next example is, standing at the foot of the stairs, Edmund stopped the watchman. This is the simple sentence and it is converted into compound sentence. Edmund stood at the foot of the stairs and he stopped the watchman. Next example is compound sentence. He is not only an engineer but also a good writer. And it is converted into simple sentence. Being an engineer, he is a good writer. Next example is, Albert bought his friend's home. This is the compound sentence and it is converted into complex sentence. Albert bought the home which belonged to his friend. And the next example is, Bindu is poor but contented. This is the compound sentence and it is converted into complex sentence. Although Bindu is poor, she is contented. Next example is, Lucy is so honest that she cannot misuse a paisa. This is the complex sentence and it is converted into simple sentence. Lucy is too honest to misuse a paisa. Next example is, he can prove that she had killed him. This is the complex sentence and it is converted into compound sentence. She had killed him and he can prove it. And the last example is, he is the winner who has red hat. This is the complex sentence and it is converted into compound sentence. He is the winner and he has red hat. Okay friends, I hope that this video lesson will support children's continuous learning at home and promote a sense of confidence among the students. Wishing you best for your coming SSLC examinations and looking forward to a valuable comment for improvement. Thank you.